Hello, my name is Julia Mandel, and I chose to do this presentation over the quiz app called Quizzes. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of what this app is, how it can be used in a classroom, and also how it aligns with Bloom's taxonomy and the SAMR model. So first of all, Quizzes is a fun, highly interactive quiz app that kind of gamifies lessons. So what that means is you can take any lesson, any content, and you can turn it into a fun game that students can play. They can compete against each other, they can compete in teams, or they can just complete the quiz individually. Students can use this quiz app during class, or they can use it on their own time, so you can assign it like homework, and it can be used for in-person learning or for remote learning. So Quizzes is 100% free for educators and students. All you need to do is sign up, and it can be purchased from or for your district using district packages, and that just basically unlocks more features. And the information about that is inquire only on their website. You can create new quizzes, or you can access pre-made quizzes, and you can use any device to access the quizzes. You can use phone, tablet, or computer, and they can be any type. It does not have to be any certain brand or anything like that. So in the classroom, quizzes can be created for any content area. So there is a wide range of pre-made quizzes on the website, from areas like mathematics all the way to fine arts or technology skills, or you can make up your own from scratch. Students can receive immediate feedback on their quizzes, so it grades them right away, so students know what answers they got correct or they missed, and that's great because you can use it for formative assessments or summative assessments. Like I said earlier, students can engage in a live game together, so you can actually play this during class as a group, or you can assign it as homework and use the homework mode where they would access the quiz sometime at their own pace. It also integrates with Google Classroom, and whenever you integrate it with your Google Classroom, it posts the grade right to the Google Classroom, and it keeps track of it just like any other assignment. And you can also use it for classroom polls. So if you don't want to use this for an assessment type tool, you can also use it to have students vote on certain things. So the levels that it hits in Bloom's taxonomy is really all of them except for the create level. And that's just because it's mostly just testing students on knowledge and having them make connections with information or use information in new situations. But unless students are really creating their own quiz, which could be done, but unless they're really creating an account and then creating a quiz, it's not really engaging the create level. And then in the SAMR model, it's really focused on the enhancement, the S and the A, because this type of app really serves as an enhancement for traditional assessment methods. It's just a more fun and more engaging, more relevant way to test students on their knowledge. So I'm going to take you to the website now. So this is the Quizzes webpage. You can see that you can also use this for other careers, not just teaching, but you can use it for as a teacher, as an educator, and then this is where you can purchase a package for your school or your district. So just really quickly, here's some basic information about the quiz app with some little infographics. You can see that students always see their questions on the screen, which is really nice, especially in virtual learning where you have to share a screen and you're not really sure if you kind of toggle back and forth what students can see. So that's a really nice feature so that you can make sure that students always have access to the questions. And like I said earlier, you can take live quizzes and polls, and then you can also assign them to have students complete on their own time. So here's some of the different subjects that have pre-made quizzes, or you can create your own quiz from scratch. And that is pretty much it. So I'll just walk you through how to sign up. So it's really simple. When you go to the sign up, it's going to take you to this page right here, so you can continue with your Google account, with a Microsoft account, or with an email. So personally, I find it's easiest to continue with a Google account. And then it has you choose what account you want to sign up with. And then from there, we're going to say we're using this for a school. I'm a teacher. And from here, you can search for your school. If it's on here, great. If not, you would add it here using this button. So I'm going to select Blender Elementary. That's where I currently teach. And yes, I'm an elementary school educator. Okay, so this is the dashboard that you will see when you are creating a quiz. So really quickly, let's just go to Create, and we're going to go to Quiz. And we'll call this Color Quiz because I'm an elementary art teacher. So let's say that we're going to use this during a lower level art class. So now we're going to choose a subject. For me, it's arts. And then from here, you can choose what types of questions you want. I'm just going to go for multiple choice. And we'll say, what are the 3 primary colors? So from here, you would type in your answer options. Okay, and then you're going to select which one is the correct answer. And then this right here, this is the example of what students will see when the question pops up for them. And then if you want, you can add a little fun fact about the correct answer. And then we'll just hit save. So from here, you can then use these buttons to add more questions. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just going to add 1 question so that you can see how it looks when it's finished. So then over here, you can kind of customize your quiz a little bit so you can see what the score will be. You can add an image, add grades, all sorts of things, cover photo, that kind of stuff. Okay, so once you are finished with your quiz and you like how it looks, then you're going to go to Publish up here in the top right corner. And from here, we're going to say we're doing this for kindergarten through 1st grade, so the little bitties, and you can add a photo or you can just leave it blank. And then I like to make it public just so that no one has any restrictions viewing it, but you could make it private as well. Okay, so we'll go to Save, and then you can see your quiz right here. So from here, if you were to start a quiz, you would go to Start Live Quiz, and that's the mode where students are going to be competing right then live in your classroom. Or if you wanted to assign this later, you could go to Assign Homework, and that's where they would access it at a later date or just on their own time. So really quickly, also for students to access the quizzes, you can go to this button right here. It says Enter Code. And this is a student view, so students will enter a join code right here. So we're going to go back and we're going to go ahead and start a live quiz. And we'll do classic mode. So whenever you start a live quiz, it's going to give students the link and it's going to give them the join code. So this is what you can have displayed up on your screen or when you're sharing your screen if you're doing virtual learning, or you can share via any of these classroom apps. So there's Google Classroom, there's Canvas, there's Schoology. So those are the features that it integrates, or those are the platforms that it can integrate with. So then students would just enter the join code right here, and then that's how they would join the quiz. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope this can be something that you could use in your own classroom. I know it's something that I will definitely try out using in my own classroom this coming fall.